So this is how you can make your Uzbekistan trip from UAE in only $200. You can see all the expenses over here. Documents you required for the traveling to Uzbekistan from UAE. The second one, we will talk about the visa fee and how you will get the visa. Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're doing good. Today I'm traveling to Tashkent, Uzbekistan from UAE, Abu Dhabi. In this video, I will share you all the travel essentials which you may require if you are traveling to Uzbekistan from UAE or anywhere.
Let the thoughts build up until I can't hear.
I have categorized this video in 6 main sections that are: the first thing, we will talk about documentation, the documents you required for the traveling to Uzbekistan from UAE. The second one, we will talk about the visa fee and how you will get the visa. Third one, we will talk about the air tickets and the hotel expense. The fourth one, we will talk about food and your SIM card and cellular services. The fifth one, we will talk about transportation locally in Uzbekistan. In the last section, we will calculate 4-day trip for you, covering all the above mentioned expenses, and I will give you the real prices of the hotels, food, and all other expenses, including air ticket and visa fee. Our first section is about required documents. So the first thing, you must have the valid passport and Emirates ID, and the validity shall be more than 6 months, because this is the requirement from Uzbekistan government. So you must care about this thing and don't take any risk. Second thing, we will talk about the visa fee. So if you are traveling from UAE to Uzbekistan and you have the UAE resident Emirates ID, you have resident visa of UAE, so you don't have to pay anything. The visa is free. On arrival, visa is free. But if you want to have eVisa in advance, so the eVisa prices are mentioned here. The third section, we will talk about hotels and air tickets. So if you are flying from Abu Dhabi, so you can find Wizz Airline and Air Arabia. These are the both cheap option from Abu Dhabi. So you can get one-way ticket within 280. It depends on the dates which you are going. And for the hotel, I think the minimum hotel you can have 100 dirham or maybe less than 180 you can find per night hotel as well. Our next section is related to food and mobile cellular services. Uzbek food are super delicious and very famous in the region, and the good thing is you can find a good quality food in the reasonable price. SIM card for 1 week or even for 1 month is not much expensive. You can find a very reasonable price for the SIM card, and the rates are mentioned here, and you can find once you arrive on the airport, you can find the same. Transportation in Uzbekistan is also very convenient and not very expensive if you're going for the private transport like taxi or Uber kind of services as well. So I will share the transportation facilities link in the description below. You can find and the detailed about the transportation locally in Uzbekistan.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature and
now we move towards the last point, the most interesting part of this video. We will create one real 4-day trip from UAE to Uzbekistan, including return tickets, accommodation, local transport, food and mobile. All the major expenses we will cover. As you can see, I have selected one date and the ticket price of Wizz Airline from Abu Dhabi to Tashkent, Uzbekistan and Tashkent to Abu Dhabi, you can get within 300 dirham. So average price I have make here 350 dirham, that is around 95 US dollar. So 95 US dollar for your return ticket. Then we will look out for accommodation, and you can see on the screen that I have shortlisted only one or two hotels, but you can find multi, because in this ratio of amount I have already searched more than 50 hotels you can find. So you can see here within $50, around 180 dirham, you can have a 3-night stay there. So this is for the 4-day tour expense for the accommodation. Then next we will move to the local transport. Local transport can be a taxi or metro or buses. So they're really cheap, not much expensive in Uzbekistan Tashkent. So you can have Uber taxi, Uber kind of services they have, Yandex and some other my taxi apps they have, or maybe you can use the metro or the buses for the local traveling. And I have capped almost $30, around 110 dirham for 3 days. That is quite enough. So if we will talk about food and mobile phones, food is not very expensive, it's very reasonable price. You can almost similar to the UAE, so you can spend like around $30 for 3-day food is also okay, $30 to $35, and within $10 you can have 1 week internet package. So that's for the food and the mobile SIM card. So this is how you can make your Uzbekistan trip from UAE in only $200. You can see all the expenses over here. So that's all about today's video. If you have any question, any further information you want to know, you can comment me, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook with the same Explore with Munib page. In upcoming video, I will share with you the top places in Uzbekistan to visit, and also I will tell you about the hotel accommodation, where I stay and how much it cost me. So in next video, I will try to share all the information which actually I have gone through. If you like the video, please subscribe and do share with your friends and family for their information as well. Thank you so much.